Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Baxley Farm in Georgian, USA. Alright, so we got a couple things going on today. As you can see, I got the New Holland here, the FR850. We're currently just working our way through the field here. I got the John Deere 9560 RX working one of these forage wagons. And possibly a little ridiculous, but that's okay. Anyways, we're going to continue on here, do a little bit of this, and we'll do a couple other things as well. Let's go ahead and fire this thing on. And go. So what we're going to do, of course, is do a little bit of this. Hopefully we'll be able to get this to a point where we'll have the whole bunker filled, but it's entirely possible that we may not fill it. But I suspect with a field of this size, it probably won't be a big deal. Won't be a big thing to fill it. So we'll just see what happens, basically. So I already mowed field number 1, which I think it's number 1 at least. Yeah, number 1 on this particular map, and it's just chilling out there for the time being. So what we can do is make that into hay. It's possible. I think we have hay equipment even. We could just use a forage wagon as well. That's a possibility to pick it up instead of baling it, because I don't know if we have a baler. I think we do. Yeah, we do have the case baler, so we could just bale it up. Which is the same thing we could do for this map as well. Just depends on what's going down, basically. So we'll see. We shall see. Alright, let's just skip a windrow here. That'll make our lives a little bit easier. There we go. Perfect. It's funny. I've been playing around with the centering spring for force feedback. So it basically makes it so your wheel goes to the center, which is the centering spring. Surprise, surprise. So it's interesting to see what how it affects various games. I was playing Euro Truck the other day, and it affects that game quite a bit when you mess around in the Logitech profiler. But if you do it with like Project Cars, for example, it doesn't really change very much. Farm Sim, it affects it a lot. It's kind of weird how it all works out, because like I guess Project Cars just like automatically adjusts the centering spring already, so perhaps that's the reason why it does that. So alright, so we don't have any animals yet, but we're gonna have some soon, and someone suggested I forget who it was now. Someone suggested that I get the Joskin trailer so I can go pick up the animals directly from the facility, and that's what we're going to do. There's a couple things we do need first, of course, which we need a little bit of straw, grass, and silage to make TMR. I believe we do have a mixer on this map somewhere. I want to say it's at the main farm. We could probably check that relatively easily, and that'll make our lives a little bit easier. As you can see, when you have two wagons unloading you, it makes your life a lot easier, because as soon as this guy is full over here on the John Deere, we'll have the other John Deere come and start unloading, or start getting the silage from the side as well, so that'll be very helpful. So we're at 95%. It also makes this process a bit faster. The big problem is going to be compacting, basically. Alright, let's just slow down here a little bit. There we go. That one's done. And then we'll have the other John Deere come up here and get lined up. This guy is just currently driving in circles, compacting. And that's going to allow us to have this compacted properly, as long as there's no screw-ups, basically. We should be okay, though. Let's just check to see what the compaction is. It should be at 100% already, but I'm not certain. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Alright, let's move out of the way here. So apparently the John Deere decided to go in a circle and get right in our way. That's fine. There we go. Sweet. So there you go. Then you just continue on your way, while that other tractor does its long haul over to the biogas facility. In the tutorial, someone asked me about a tutorial that I did, if you could have two tractors unloading the same combine, and as you can see, I'm driving the combine here, and we do have two tractors unloading the forage harvester, so it makes your life a little bit easier. What I think I'll do is I'll finish this pass right here. But maybe I'll fill up the trailer, this trailer too, and then move on to something else. It shouldn't take too long. We're at 15% already, so should be quick at least. That's the key word, right? Should be quick. 20%. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. So what I'll do is tell the driver to stop for a second. There we go. And we'll turn around like so. And wait for him to come back around. And he's going to say, whoa, you're right there. I don't have to go anywhere. But now he's going to realize, watch this. As I get further away, he's going to be like, oh, wow, you're not in the right spot anymore. No, I'm not. Alright, there we go. Wait for him to do his thing. Perfect. Alright, so we'll fill up this tractor, and then what we'll do is we'll just call it quits for this for the time being, or else I could do this for the next hour, 2 hours, I'm sure of it, very easily. That's one of the things of farm sim sometimes, especially when you have a huge field like this. You have to take that into consideration, because it's always the small things like that. You're like, how long is that going to take? And it's like, it'll take a while, basically. So, where's our other tractor? Has he gone through the BGA already? He's just getting there now, so. In reality, I probably should have 3 tractors doing this, or unloading this particular forage harvester. That would probably be the most efficient way, because it would just allow me to just keep going. But I don't know how well that would work in terms of the compaction side of things, because it's always that, right? It's always a situation where you have to take that into consideration. Like if I didn't have the far silo extension, then it wouldn't be a problem. But right now I do, so that's where my problem lies, basically. And I hope that tractor can get up that silage pit. I don't know why it wouldn't be able to, but it's entirely possible. Stranger things have happened in this game, that's for sure. There we go. Nice. 80, 90, coming up to 100% in this guy too. And then the other tractor's going to come around. Well, he's still going through. He still must be unloading the last little bit there. Alright, 97%. 90, 100. There we go. And let's check on this guy. Let's see what the what is the compaction looking like. Ideally, you have like a tractor specifically for compaction. There are some really heavy ones out there, and there's some that you can actually add like weights that you can add for compaction. But I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Sometimes it makes a big difference, sometimes it doesn't. So always getting there slowly. And of course, we have these guys doing their thing over here as well. And we'll send this guy on his way to unload. Perfect. Okay, so if I come down to, I think it's 6, I want to say 5. Here we go. This guy down here. So we've already mown this field, as you can see, and we have the grass sitting there. What I want to do actually is oh, we do have a mixer right here. Look at that. So yeah, if we do make silage, we could theoretically just put it in the mixer and be good. I don't remember the mixer being that high off the ground though. So we have a mixer there. Now let's just come over here for a quick second and check this out. You can put forage right in here. That's pretty sweet. Is this the beef cows, or is this the... I have to look on the map now. Where the heck is it? Because there's like different locations all over the map for different things. This must be the dairy cows, or is it? Yeah, this is the dairy cows here. There's a milker right there. Then where's the beef cows on the map? Oh, I always forget these things. Oh no, it's right here. Or is that sheep? It's probably sheep over here. Or is it? Could be the same area. have this little section right here. Looks like it's an unload spot. That's weird. And then we have this back here. This is the sheep. Oh well, we'll figure it out. So we have that down there, so we can actually baled straw and hay. Oh, look at that. There we go. So we can actually get that rolling too. Okay, so this guy's unloading. This guy's unloading as well, doing his thing. All right, so I'll be back in a second, and we'll start collecting some straw and a little bit of hay. We'll be back in a sec. All right, so I got the forage wagon here. I forgot I did this. I got the forage wagon here. We're just gonna go ahead and there we go. We're gonna go ahead and collect a little bit of this straw, and we'll put it into the TMR mixer down there, and that of course will what is it, this button? Such a weird mod. One of them the weird part is because it's one of the buttons I use to start and stop and pause the recording and stuff. So whenever I'm in the cab, I always end up hitting it on this particular tractor, so it makes it weird like this. So you can like raise and lower yourself. So it always throws me off. You can look it, do that. You should be able to go up and down too. I think there's a way. Ooh, lights. Never a good idea. Is it this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you get you can kind of adjust it a little bit, and it's kind of interesting because sometimes it's perfectly fine, other times you run into some weird. Well, I run into some weird scenarios because of the buttons I use for to start recording and pause recording and stuff like that. So, oh well. I have to admit that's one of my favorite features of Mirrorless Action. Mirrorless Action has the pause feature, so instead of editing after the fact, you just pause and do what you need to do, and then unpause, which is awesome. I really like that feature. It's one of the reasons why I use it so often, just because you can, you know, take 5 minutes, go get a drink of coffee or something like that, and then go from there basically. So it's pretty fantastic in that regards, if I do say so myself. As you can see, because I'm not driving the forage harvester anymore, it's just sitting there idle for the time being. Luckily we don't have any rentals, so it makes our lives a little bit easier here. So alright, so we're probably going to get a full load of straw from this very easily. And what we'll do is we'll put it into the mixer up just ahead of us, just north or south of us here. And then what we'll do is we'll go grab a little bit of grass as well, and we'll use that. There we go, 100%. We'll just get off the road here, or off the path. There we go, perfect. And then what we'll do is hopefully that'll be a good start for our TMR. One can only hope, at least. Alright, there we go. Let's get on the road here. Nice. Yeah, so we'll get some TMR going. Technically I could make TMR from potatoes, or with potatoes I should say. That's a possibility. So there's our plow just chilling out there, and there's a coin. Let's pick up the coin while we're just driving by. I've seen it like multiple times now. There we go. Alright, the mixer is just right in front of us here somewhere, and then what we can do is put this in. Now where is it? There's a fuel, and there's a mixer right there, it looks like. Alright. Slowly but surely, right? This is the straw sell point. I think the mixer is on the other side. Or no, it's this way over here. By the horses, I think. There we go. I think one of the weird things is, oh, there's another coin we can pick up. They're just like scattered around the map in random places. Usually people try to hide them, but not always, apparently. Alright, so we were over by the cows, so here are the horses, which I don't do anything. And apparently, I was reading the comments, and people were saying that horses are fairly common in Georgia. Had no idea. There you go. We learn something new every day, right? One of the really nice aspects of this map. Very nice. Alright, where on earth is this mixer? Oh, here we are. Right in front of us, basically. It is just over here. We'll just drive by, because we have that truck right in our way. So the first one's straw. And we should be able to unload straight into there. There we go, perfect. And we should be able to see the levels going up. Perfect. We don't have any silage yet, but that won't be too hard to make actually, so. At least I don't think so. There we go. It's funny, wow, that thing is huge actually. Usually it only takes 50,000 liters, but that is like a monster one. Look at that. Holy smokes. Alright. Let's go grab a little bit of the grass that was cut down south here. And go from there. So we can always bale all the stuff up too. That's a possibility. We have the capability of doing so. Let's just start from right here. This seems like a good place. There we go. Just needed to lower down the pickup. That always helps. Alright. As funny as playing Euro Truck yesterday, and I used the Farm Sim side panel as well as the G27 together, and that was kind of interesting actually, because it allowed me to do a couple weird things. Like on the side panel they have like that little scroll wheel, which you can use as a I used it as the retarder on the truck itself, which is kind of interesting, and it works relatively well. And then I used some of the buttons I would normally use for Farm Sim for like starting the truck and parking brake and that kind of stuff. Made me laugh a little bit. Because right now I have them both hooked up, and it works out well, because then you can switch between two games relatively easily. Because usually if I have my steering wheel hooked up, I tend to play games with this steering wheel, such as Euro Truck or Farm Sim or Project Cars or Grid. Although it was really strange. I've been playing Project Cars a little bit last couple days, and playing that in comparison to Project Cars, or Grid versus Project Cars. Project Cars is like so different in comparison to Grid. Like, it is like surprisingly different. Like, I didn't realize how different it was until I started playing Project Cars, and like right after Grid, and I was like, wow, the cars react so much differently. Like not in what I would expecting. So like they still react, but like very differently, I found at least. So, and like the force feedback, there was like, I guess there wasn't much set up for it. So, yeah, it's interesting nonetheless. We're almost full here, so this has actually been perfect, because we basically started about halfway in, and we're basically just returning back to our previous location, which is pretty good. So we will probably get 100% full, and then basically be able to turn left and go straight to the TMR mixer, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Technically, we could probably put most of this in the TMR mixer, considering how huge the actual tanks are. There we go, 100%. Let's just turn left up here, and we can do this little journey right here. Technically, you could just drop it right in there too if you wanted to. Look at that. Was there another mixer over there that I just happened to see? No, just looked that way. Okay. Yeah, like this thing is huge. There we go. Is straw accepted there? Or grass? No. There we go. Would make more sense to back up, but alas, not always the case. Alright, so there we go. We're on the first steps. Let's grab our truck for a second here and just detach that trailer, and I'll show you where the animals are. There we go. They are just on the other side over here. There we go. So if you look carefully on the map, on the mini map, you can see a whole bunch of buildings just east of 29 there. And I believe, oh, look at that, we got a couple humongous bunkers over here. Didn't even notice these. I don't know why, but I really didn't notice those. Holy cow. We have a little bit of a pasture over here as well, apparently. Alright, so we're going to take the scenic route. Just head down here. There we go. And apparently there's a whole big place right there too that we could actually use for grass as well, should you wish to. I don't think I've actually been down this particular route here around the pond, but here we are. A little bit of grass randomly there. Okay, so here are the chicken facilities right here. That's the chickens, as you can hear. And oh wow, there's a few mixers down there. Oh no, that's not mixers. That's oh, that's annoying. So what they've done is they've taken, so this is the water and the food, and basically, oh, I wish they had numbers on them. That's really annoying. Okay, so basically what's happened is you have these buildings, which I believe are the beef buildings. No, those are pigs. Maybe the beef are up further. I think these are all... Yeah, these are all pigs. Alright, so let's head to the other section there. So this must be pigs and... pigs? The other side, actually, maybe the other side is... let's just check real quick. While we're here. What does this say? Oh no, here's the cows over here. So yeah, what they've done is they've taken... Each one of these buildings has a water and grain associated with it, and they've taken them all out and just put them all in one location to make your life easier. But that only works if you use them all at the same time, and if you only want to use one, that makes your life a little bit more difficult. Because you're like, okay, where do I put this one? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Yeah, how many are there? Holy smokes. Now I'm slightly reminded of Pleasant Valley. It was like this as well. That's what I say. It's just Alright. Anyways, folks, I think this is a good time as any to stop the episode there for now. We'll continue on our way here, and we'll go on. What the heck is over there? That must be the lambs, I guess, then? So go figure. The lambs over there, though, they didn't put as many, but they all put it in the same building. Maybe what we'll do is we won't do beef, we'll do lamb on this map because of the way they're set up, because that's going to make our lives very painful if we only use one. Oh my goodness. Lambs bawling. Yikes. If you've ever heard that, it's not pleasant for an extended period of time. Yeah, so this is what it's normally like. You have the three things right here. This is your grain, water, and I don't know what that is. Milk, maybe? I'm going to turn the sound off for a second. I don't want to hear that sheep. Yeah, I guess that is... I wonder what that's supposed to be. Maybe you guys know. If you do know, let me know. We want to look for the lamb. Total mix rate, water, straw. It is milk, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was milk. I'm like, that's a bit odd. So they need milk as well, which is kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. But I think maybe we'll do lamb on this map just because of the way the beef is set up, but we'll see. We shall see. Let me know in the comments below. That's it for me for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of the Georgian map, also known as Baxley Farm. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.